So we're introducing the halter to the little baby, and we've rubbed it all over her body, and our first goal is to just bring the loop to the nose nice and gently, and when she either acknowledges it or lowers her head, we soften, and we just need that to soften a little bit more in your motions. So you don't rush it. It's not that you'd hook it on at the end, it's like a smooth move, and if you can't get there, slow it down even more. And the key is to bring in the fun with the filly, that she doesn't become evasive. If she avoids it, it's not going right. That is soft. Feel that, Jennifer? That's how it should be. There you go. And then you'd pray there, and then you'd finish there for a moment and take that acknowledgement. So we want our foal to want to be here, and right now we just found the grooming piece, which is perfect. Mother's being groomed, mother's grooming baby, baby wants to be there, and a perfect time to bring in the horseman's rope to say, what about a rope dangling on your body, which prepares her for leading, because it's then ropes around the legs. And what I love about this is the flexibility allows her to have a really, really fun time and not even see that this is a lesson. You've got to see the personality of the foals, bring in the mother, not interfere with any bonding, allowing the vision to the mother, because what she wanted most was to see where her foal is, and then somehow incorporate a thread of learning, albeit very, very short. Couldn't capture him lying down, going down, but this is the first moment he's lie down with us. He's been tired for a couple of days, and he's finally found the courage to lie down next to Lacey, who he trusts implicitly. It's a special moment for us here. The spots that they like, Lorraine, as well as sort of exploring, even with one hand exploring and the other one might be massaging the ears, exactly like that, bringing in that horseman's rope and finding that really beautiful spot that she has, that she wants to engage, and at the same time the hand grooming. If you find a wrong area, you would retreat sooner on that wrong area, so she may say that was a little rough, or that was a little in the wrong place, so you would make up ground, go back in and touch her where she liked it and how she liked it, so go a little slower, so you're sort of acknowledging the spot that wasn't appropriate in her eyes. There you go. And that way she wants to be with you. And that's beautiful. When you see him acknowledge it, Julie, exactly, let him smell it, but at the same time, make sure he knows you've seen his acknowledgement. Whatever that means, it could be through pausing, through breathing, through scratching. And if he's curious about exactly what you're doing, just hang in there, let him explore it. Because he's touching it, he's smelling it. He's so subtle with his little gestures. But he still wants to know the whole rope. So that's how they shape and mold their lesson, because he's saying, can I investigate this more? Can I smell it more? And he loves that touch. And look how much he's in the classroom. I know the first day he didn't really want to acknowledge you, but look now, he's totally acknowledging, totally engaging, he's communicating, he's doing it all. And there would be somewhere where you would then continue, actually. So he's investigated it, and you could say, all right, what about us rubbing you with it? What about it going over your neck subtly? So you could either rub him like a grooming tool or feed it over his neck, whatever feels right. And that's a beautiful move you're making. And because he can accept it, it's a beautiful move too. So you're moving through oil as well as going at a speed that he can accept really well. Nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. That a girl. Just say slow. So you sort of keep your eye on everything, but stay nice and relaxed with it. Beautiful. So that he knows he's got a choice all along, and you want this first experience to be fabulous.
I'm going to do it again.
Perfect. So stay in this corner, just because if he moves and he suddenly hates it, we'll see him different. So he's looking down at the lines. Oh, that's interesting. What will happen, because it's going to touch him at some point here.
Oh, no, he's standing on it. No, it's not moving across it yet.
But he's thinking about them.
Yes.
He's going to go lay down with the line on him. There we go. So the mother's only 3 years of age, and we're having to show her how to pick up her feet nicely so she improves the farrier, and the team's learning how to work with the foal at foot and with the mare to read both the language and the behaviour patterns for improvement. And here we're looking for it to yield. Watch out, Jennifer, you just need to know the foal's right behind you with her ears back. I do feel that horses learn from one another, and be it that they're learning the emotion, and so we are able to bring in a little bit of the gesture here. And what we're asking for with the foal is to stand still on all 4 feet and then to yield somewhat, so you saw that here. And I feel that this is a great lesson for people to interact as teams and read 2 individuals at the same time, make sure they're involved and happy. And it's pretty fascinating where that comes in, because it's hard for everybody to focus on each aspect, and your handler has an important role to keep the person safe and well when this is concerned. We saw the last one, she stomped at the end. What we want is the foot to come up and to stay with her, asking her to put the foot down nicely and not end with the stomping. Same thing here. We go straight back into it, keeping everybody safe. Foot up, ask her to soften, and then put the foot down. 2, 3. And you want to get the 2, 3 like a pause, and then put the foot down immediately. So ask her to bring it up. Just cup your hand once you've brought it up. She's thinking about it. So commit to it. Commit to it. Get the weight distribution up. Pause and pause down. Good job. Good. Love to see that. And I couldn't video it. I was helping Julia there with this moment. But what's really neat is she's investigating the little blue halter, and what you'll see is them shake the head, and they're feeling the halter. These moments are so rare that you capture them, but they're precious. As she investigates what he's doing, and he's probably telling her the story. Towards you with that nose, so he's looking at you, so we get him already in a beautiful way getting that halter off. Good job. These are the precious moments. Looking for fluidity, ease, suggestion, and no force. Staying with them, yielding, and seeing what's possible without creating an issue. So it's sort of there, and it's going with that flow to see what's possible. It doesn't have to look amazing, but it's on and it's safe, and then we can always adjust it.
Yeah.
There's Susan, let's see your smile. And there's Baby coming on over. So this is Ranger. Very expressive, and he does like his touching, and he likes it in certain places. So here you're also seeing a degree of emotion with the fact that halter's on, but then you're going to see him switch his mind immediately and go, I love the scratching. And there's his reward. He's learning just a minor amount of pressure around that nose, and with the horseman's rope we can loop it, not hook it, and it allows us to change the pressure with ease and get a yield on her before we even go into any haltering. For me, it is all about the fun and the loving, and as long as they want to be in the classroom and stay there, we're in a very good place to teach them more and more lessons. And there's no way that Lorraine won't fall in love with this filly. So Gary, if you're watching.
Gary, she's coming home. Yeah, she won't fit in the overhead bin now, unfortunately.
But if you can do it up, you breathe and smile, and once you're committed, stay with it, make sure it's high enough, And so it's safe enough. We're in a good place.
Yes, he's wanting mommy. That was